After a few minor hiccups, we had made it to Grayson Highlands.
No, you get stronger when you get older.
Must have good stuff.
Just don't show your shoulders when you get older. The things aren't easy, so just believe me now. If you don't keep it cool now, you never make a sound.
For the past 100 miles, it felt like we had just been passing sicknesses back and forth.
If you get to hear me now, all the fears will fade away.
Moss might have had it the worst, though.
If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear me now.
We got to Marion and stayed for the night.
Cut your mind now.
Abba, I need you to rock it real quick.
And don't let it slide. You're not always right now. The things aren't easy, so just believe me now. Don't learn the hard way. Just like
While we were in Marion, we said our goodbyes to Grey Goose. She was heading back to Canada after hiking with us for a couple 100 miles.
will guide the way. If you get to hear me now, all the fears will fade away. If you get to hear me now.
We got to a 100-year-old schoolhouse nearby a pavilion, and half of the group decided to stay, while half of the group decided to camp under an overpass.
If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear me now.
Those who stayed slept at a nearby pavilion, but that didn't last very long. After a while, some strange things started happening in the night, and we decided we were not going to sleep there.
If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear.
We packed up our things pretty quick and then started our night hike sometime around midnight. We were about 2 or 3 miles behind the rest of the group. At least we got some gas station ice cream.
Ooh, let the walls on fire, let them burn. We've got a lot to say, but we don't.
Sure, some people may disagree, but I do have to say that sleeping under an overpass was my least favorite thing we have ever done. There is one thing I was finally starting to learn about the trail, and that's that when you have a really horrible night, you're gonna have a really great morning. Or if you have a really great night, you're gonna have a really horrible morning. Everything always evens out, and luckily, this was our really great morning.
We got a lot to say, but we don't need words.
In the early morning, we had wandered to a closed restaurant and hung out on the lawn. Then Odie showed up and brought the rest of our group over. Soon after, the owner came out and said he was going to make everybody breakfast for free, even though the restaurant wasn't open yet. It was absolutely amazing and tasty, and he was so kind. It was a much-needed boost after a pretty horrible night. Oh yeah, and then we hit the quarter-mile mark. Night hiking was starting to become a pretty regular thing for us. We didn't really have any fear of animals, just people. Well, actually, these cows were pretty creepy. By now, it was starting to get really hot. Our days revolved around water sources and swimming. The heat meant that we were hiking slower and taking longer breaks. We also tried to start waking up at 5 or 6 a.m. and get out while it was still cool, but it wasn't as easy for everybody. We had planned to do a 20-plus mile day, and like usual, we didn't. It started pouring after a few hours, and when we got up to the road, no one wanted to be on trail anymore. No one was willing to call an Uber, though. Literally seconds before continuing on trail, a truck pulled up. They said, "Hey, did you guys call a shuttle?" And we said no, but we'll take one. Not everyone was down to bail, though. Milkman, despite having like a cup of water in his shoe, kept hiking. The rest of us didn't know where we were going, we just knew we were going.
100 miles to New Mexico with the devil.
$5, 5-star, sweet.
Yeah. I'm Gavin, or Lightweight. This is my crib. This is my crib.
Turns out we were going to a chicken coop.
No, we can't slow down. We're running all night together. I can feel it coming now. I can feel it coming now. I know I'm taking my time, but all I see is the stillness of the midnight sky and the emptiness in front of me. With the windows down, our heart beats fast. We're running all the way tonight. We got no time for looking back. She said we're halfway to heaven. No, we can't slow down.
As you can tell, we tried our best to celebrate mile 600.
I can feel it coming now. I can feel it coming now. And I hear they say it's wrong, but I'm not afraid.
It's part of the traveling.